Blessings and greetings, greetings and blessings, blessed souls. We're alive because we want to stay alive in Torah Chaim, Torah instructions of life, Torah Chesed, instructions of kindness, Torah Rachamim. It's late at night, about 11:40 p.m. in Kirsty Crown Heights, Brooklyn, New York, and it's now the 17th day of Av, Tov Shava Av, and this is a good time, this time of night, where our sages said that we should be engaged in Torah Shabbat Peh, the oral traditions of Israel. And this is a video I'm sitting in my meditation chair, and I hope all of you have some sort of chair where you can sit back and commune with yourself and your blessed heart and the blessed Creator, relate to your needs and your prayers and your blessings to other blessed souls. So I want to share with you teachings from a book, two books. One is called Tikoonay Zohar, and this video is primarily intended for the Kosher Kabbalah group on Facebook, but hopefully anyone else in blessed cyberspace will want to look into these videos. And this is a seminar work that was written by Rav Daniel Parish, rest in peace. And you know, I'm a little wary because at the beginning of these books it mentions copyrights and infringements. So rather than reading it straight out of the book, I just want to give you some sort of inkling that hopefully will arouse you and give you the empowerment to want to learn Tikoonay Zohar and the rest of Zohar by Rav Daniel Parish, alav shalom. And if you don't understand it in the original Hebrew, because to my knowledge this hasn't been printed, find someone who will learn it with you. And this book is printed in Yerushalayim, Jerusalem. Again, I'll show it to you again, Tikoonay Zohar. And we'll start off with the very beginning. It was known as the beginning of Tikoonay Zohar, called Hakdamat Tikoonay Zohar. And so I'll ask questions. I won't give answers, but ask questions. So you'll have to get the book. And again, I'm not associated with the publishing of this book. I'm not making money by the promotion of this book, but hopefully we all can share in these blessings by thinking about these questions and wonder why we never heard these questions before. And when we find the answers, we'll want to find more answers and immerse our minds in Torah Kabbalah and Torah Chassidute as well. So Rabbi Shimon would go from his house to what place? And at that time, when the Romans were dominating Eretz Israel, the land of Israel, what was the intention of the rulership of Rome to do to Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai? And something caused Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai to run to a certain place in Lud, which is located in the land of Israel. And where did he hide? And who joined him? So there were two people hiding in a certain place. Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, I'll give you a hint, it was one of his relatives. And a miracle occurred there, in that place that he and his relative, flesh and blood, well, I'll give you a better hint, his flesh and blood descended, where they hid. And they got sustenance and drink in that place that they hid, miraculously. And at that time, when Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai and his descendant were in hiding from the Roman government, a great, well-known prophet appeared to them and would come to them how many times per day, and what would he teach them? And did anyone know about the whereabouts of Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai and his descendant who hid with him in a certain place in Lud? And what about those who were the Torah associates of Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai? How were they able to manage to have communication with Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai? Through what species of bird did they send a message to him to ask a question? And what did Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai start to do when he left that hiding place in Lud? To reveal to his associates in Torah, and eventually to the nation of Israel in those days to our days. So that's just basically some questions, and hopefully we'll continue with that presentation. And now I want to go a little bit more into the teaching of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai based on the teaching of the Lubavitcher Rebbe from Tafshin Chaf Beis, 1962, on the day of Lag BaOmer. Just get there. And let's see here. Yeah, here we go. We get almost there. It was a Hasidic discourse called a Maimer that the Rebbe delivered 49 years ago. So it started out with this, with the Rebbe quoting from Psalms 133, verse 1, She'er Malot LeDavid, Hine Matav Umonoim Shebes Achim Gam Yachad. A Song of Ascents to David. Behold how good and pleasant it is when brothers dwell as one. So the Rebbe started his father-in-law, the Rebbe Rayatz, the sixth Lubavitcher Rebbe, that there are certain ways how we can perceive the dwelling of brothers and how they should dwell as one, with brotherhood and with love. And he added on that the quality of brothers from a spiritual perspective, based on the teaching of the second Lubavitcher Rebbe, are talking about actually masculine and feminine qualities of souls and the relationship to them, of the relationship of the feminine soul to the masculine soul and the masculine soul to the feminine soul, by way of allegory, like a chassan and kala, a chatan and kala, a bride and a groom. Now, in the source of this teaching, different types of souls, male and female, are not referring to just male and female souls as related to males and female, human beings, rather as qualities of male and female in souls. And this whole idea of brothers dwelling and the closeness and the connection to them are related to the circumstances that you would find one of those kishuri tanoim, the means by which a man and a woman become betrothed even before they become married. For in those days, and some practice to this day, more or less, there are preparations which are made for the wedding, through contractual obligations and parties, and also this connection is ultimately alluding to a type of unification. So hopefully in the future, blessed souls, we'll continue with fusing together two monumental facets of Torah. Tikoonay Zohar with Torah Chassidute, and particularly Torah Chassidute Chabad. In the meantime, it's the minhag now that we've passed Tu B'Av, the 15th of Av, that we should wish everyone Ketiva Uchetima Tova Ashar Tova Matuka, that we shall be written in and sealed for a sweet new year, the coming year, 5,772 years blazing and grazing into the creation. Ahav Echad, one love, Gorel Echad, one destiny Kulanum, all of us, B'darchinam, Darchishom, in a peaceful and pleasant way. But Birchat Hashem, but the blessings of Hashem, the Creator, the Hamshich.